Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about Aurelia the Warleader. Now, the go-to place that just about everybody I've seen goes with her is additional combat steps. And I think I've already done that with another deck. I don't remember who, but it seemed very, very familiar to me, and I was like, I don't want to be just another Aurelia 16 combat steps, and I win with general damage kind of thing. So here's my thought process when I started building her. I was like, you know what? The red-white battle angel, if you will, is kind of an archetype that Wizards has latched on to. And every time that they do a multicolor set, they're going to throw in a battle angel in there. Most of the time at rare or higher. So I was like, you know what? I remember the first two, Fire Main and Razia. Then, of course, we got the Avenger and Giselia. Now, the Commander series brought us Bassandra and another one, but I only have one copy of those, and they're piloting their own deck. So, and then, of course, Battle for Zendikar. Well, it gave us the sideways card. Apparently, she wants to attack. The Angelic Captain. And I thought, well, there's just not enough for a whole deck there. So, what about, quite a few of those were legendary. Hey, I know. Let's do Boros Legends. So, I continued there with the various red-white legends that we have had through the years that I had extras of, obviously. And thought, well, that's not enough. So far, everything I have is both white and red. You know what? Let's go with it. Every card in the deck is Boros. It's as Boros can get. The only exceptions are Armillary Sphere and Sisay's Ring. The other three artifacts are just actual Boros artifacts. So, let's dive into it with the rest of the creatures. As it turned out, it tended to be really, really combat-centered. Imagine that. It's Boros. A lot of the... Now, there's the ally thing. There's a few in there. 3 or 4, maybe. It's like there's just enough of a lot of these, but not enough. But some of them are just like, the Battlegate Mimic, you wouldn't think twice about putting it in a deck, but when you know it's a 2-mana 4/2, every time you get ready to swing with it, it's pretty good. Here again, it's a 2/2 for 3 mana that you know you're going to dependably be able to pop an artifact and an enchantment. If you want to. Hatchling. We have a 1 more mana for a Ball Lightning. And for that 1 more mana, we get Lifelink. So, hey. Figure of Destiny was one of the early picks when I realized I was going straight Boros, because this was... If Level Up had been this, we would have bought it. I mean, we would have absolutely embraced Level Up if it had not had that damn play this ability as a sorcery. But this was the great experiment, and I love it. Shadow in EDH is super powerful because very few people run it. They didn't make a whole lot of cards with Shadow. I mean, it's beautiful. But you don't want to go solid Shadow because then you can't block either. Skylight Legionnaire. I won a draft with this Joker. I drafted like 8 of them. It was beautiful. The Mantis, Hoplite. This is not bad. The Spike Mirror. 3 mana 2/2 double strike. Because once you get past the multicolor aspect, I mean, look at the damn Nobilis of War. You can't see his power and toughness, so let me scoot that out a little bit. 3/4 for 5 mana that flies. And we got, you know, a few sorceries. We have Waves of Aggression. It's had to be in there. It is additional combat steps, which does kind of tie, but it's not like, you know, there's not 30 cards in the deck devoted to it. Desperate Stand, Bright Flame. This one is more of a theme deck than anything else, obviously. A Symbol of Legion, Glory Warfare. Now this, on your general, I mean, it's not as good as some of the others. A lot of the others are just, you know, ridiculous. The green-white one is great. But this one, Fire Breathing, meh. This is how you know it's a theme deck. I'm running Suleiman's Legacy. Okay? Djinns and Ifrits, you're going down. I don't know if there's real popular Djinns and Ifrits. I count this as a multicolor card simply because it is. Fight to the Death. Arrows of Justice. Love me some Master Warcraft. This is beautiful. Especially in a multiplayer environment. You can host 2 players at the same time. Radiance. They said Radiance didn't go over as well as they had hoped, but, you know, I kind of liked Radiance as an ability. I think they just put it on, you know, suboptimal cards. Aurelia's Fury. Moonhold. You know, not being able to play lands or creatures. Obviously, you're playing this during their upkeep. But, man. Especially if it's like an early turn. Exile the artifact. Force a Will. Or, I'm sorry, Fire a Will. Wishful thinking, I guess. Wrong colors, wrong everything. Double Cleave. Now, Double Cleave is immensely just powerful on your general, especially if she has double strike and then double attacks. I mean, double, quad, yeah. It's very easy to get a general win if somebody does not have a flying blocker. Of course, we have... Last card is Warleader's Helix. I wanted to make this the last card because I have looked everywhere. I cannot seem to put my hands on a Lightning Helix. Y'all know, obviously, Lightning Helix would be in here had I had one at my fingertips, but it's on my to-get list, if you will. There's quite a few cards on there. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching. I don't think, let's see, Hour of Devastation's coming out at the end of this week. And I don't think there's any red-white legends. I believe there's a red-white card or two because they like to do that uncommon slot enemy pair as kind of a build-around-y thing for drafts. But anyway, I do appreciate you watching. Thanks very much. But right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.